1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. Check canopy.
What are they doing?
Well, I think if the jumping doesn't work out, they'll be doing a revival of Godspell.
When you shout, check canopy, the idea is you check canopy. You look up, like that. It's the parachute you're checking, not whether planet Earth's still there, which it will be.
Couldn't get someone to move out of the way while we do this, could you?
Show me. Check canopy.
Check canopy.
So, what are you checking for?
Well, I'm hoping to see a parachute.
You're checking it square, fully deployed, and there's no lines caught over the top. If it's not open, or it is, but it looks like something out of Baywatch, what do you do?
Pull this thing, on my reserve, close my eyes.
What do you close your eyes for?
Well, there's no point in checking the reserve, is there? That one goes funny looking, I don't even want to know.
Who's there?
Stay where you
What's
are.
all the noise about?
Who's that?
My son,
Give me his name again.
Andy.
Right. Well, I'm pointing this straight at your mother's head, Andy lad, so you just get in here. Nice and quiet and steady.
He hasn't done anything. No, not Andy. He's done nothing.
Look, he's done nothing for God.
Shut up! How many more's up there?
Nobody.
Right. Well, you shout and tell him to come down.
There's nobody there.
You shout and tell him!
Come down.
I said shout! Like you mean it!
Come down. Come down now.
Please.
Please. There's nobody there.
You two fellas. That sofa against that door. Move it. Now tip it. Grab the front.
Yes.
Up with it. Tip it over. On the floor. Against that. You join him. In between. Don't worry about showing your knickers. When did you start worrying about that? 3 of you. Only bloody 3 of you.
The Vodafone you are calling is switched off. Please.
I am having a very trying day, do you know that?
A get well card? Aren't you being a bit pessimistic?
Sorry?
Well, he does his parachute jump, doesn't he? Today. Oh, I could bite my tongue. I should think before I speak.
It's for family.
Of course, it's all scientific these days, isn't it? Parachuting.
I'm sure it is, Rita, but I'm not keen on watching.
No. Right.
Rita,
I forgot.
her husband probably died bailing out.
You might as well relax while I go and see if I can find a pilot for this aeroplane. And remember, if you want to go, go now.
Who got us into this?
You did.
Hiya.
Hiya.
Gives us a swig of that, Beck. My mouth's going a bit dry here.
Oh, I'm glad to hear you say that. After you.
I tell you, I'm not choked. I'm not going up with you.
Wipe the gear. Why has it got 2 zips all the way down?
You mean right down the leg?
Yeah.
I asked that.
So what's the answer?
Don't ask.
So they don't need scissors to undress you if you break your legs, you know. Just unzip your end straight to the dry cleaners.
Told you not to ask.
I'm beginning to think people aren't answering my calls. Which is down to you. Is Sammy there?
No.
Well, can you get hold of him quick? Tell him to call me on the mobile. I need some wheels and a driver.
Who is that?
What do you mean, who is it? It's me, it's Jerry. Do I have to tell you people everything?
What's that?
No. No, I'm just a bit upset right now. Listen. Just tell him. Call Jerry. And don't keep me waiting.
Listen, son. As long as I'm about to get my head blown off, I wouldn't mind if you give me the satisfaction of telling me exactly why.
Everyone does what they're told. You'll be all right.
Yeah, well, that may be. But I've absolutely no idea what's going on here. And he has even less.
That cow. That cow grassed us all up.
I never.
One job, right? One job, and we was all provided for. One job. No one was going to get hurt. One job. 2 years, do you know that? All the while he was inside, planning this, details, working on it. You think jobs like that just happen?
I didn't know.
That were my bloody pension you grasped on. One job. Nobody was even going to get hurt. I got a building plot in Cyprus. Paid the deposit on it, everything. Was going to build a house. Nicely retired. All sorted out. And you...
I never grasped on anybody. How could I? Didn't know anything.
Oh, I had you down for trouble the minute I saw you. You think you're going to put me away?
I can't put you away.
Oh, you ain't going to.
You're going to shoot 3 people?
Shut up.
I'm just trying to make sense of it and I can't.
Should just have been her.
Do for 3 of us then. You'll be well retired after that.
Andre, leave it.
You at college, lad? Yeah. You sound like a college lad. Why aren't you at college then?
I've just got a bit of flu.
Look, I made him stay here. Can you not just let him go, all right?
Should have gone to college, son. Shouldn't be 3 of you. Should just be her. Because I tell you this, I feel very bad about her. Nobody was even going to get hurt. You stupid cow.
So, what's the latest? Are we going then? Just looking at this cloud base. Might improve.
It's not going to stop us doing it, is it?
Being honest, it could, yeah.
And I'm all keyed up for it now.
Sorry, can't control the weather.
Wish we could just do it.
I reckon they build it in. Sort of torture. I mean, they've got sadists, haven't they?
Well, that makes us masochists.
You're dead right. I'll go to church on Sundays and everything.
Praying for rain.
You're not far off. Do you want to go and see Becky and Sean?
No. I mean, they're sort of a long way away from here right now. You know what I mean?
What do they know, eh? Just civilians.
The Vodafone you were calling is switched off. Please try again later. The Vodafone you were calling is switched off. Please try.
Listen, Jerry. Look, Liz is involved in all this, all right, because she's stupid, all right? It was her own stupid fault. Right, now I'm involved, okay? Now, you can call me stupid if you want, I don't mind. But this young man here, there's absolutely no reason why he should be involved in any of this at all. Now, you see, it seems to me that you and I have got the same problem. Hmm? I mean, you're looking for a way out of this, one way or another.
You talking to me?
All I'm saying to you, Jerry, is let him go. You can have me. I'll do anything you say, anything you like.
Just shut up, will you?
I just think we need a little bit of thought in this situation. Do you understand me?
I never said anything to anybody. And you're just going to shoot people. You're going to shoot people.
Liz,
You're just going to shoot
Liz,
people.
Leave it. Just give him the choice, will you?
Oh, you got some sense then.
Oh, aye. Shall I tell you why I came across the water over here? Hmm? I came over here to get away. Stop worrying about men with guns. Shows you how much sense I've got, doesn't it?
Ex-husband, aren't you?
Aye.
You did well to get shut. Always a bit of a tart, was she? Woman your age and the little bum freezers on you. And the rest of it. Where's your beat? You see, that's our Fraser's little problem. Forgetting about being polite, he likes it straight off the street, you know what I mean? Some fellas do. Oh, you get it. Admirals, all sorts. Judges, Lord High Solicitor. They could get it respectable, but they got to be crawling round King's Cross in first gear for it. all funny some way, aren't we? And you? You were the same thing, without the bother of going out and having to wind the window down. Clean up the filth, that's what I say. About time. Get here! You come along Rosamond Street and you'll see the pub on the corner. What's the name of the pub again? Name of the pub!
Rover's
The
Return.
Rovers.
Rover's Return. That brings you into Coronation Street. It's the other end, number 11. Make sure the horn's working and keep it running.
Right, pick up your shoots from the table. John and Darren will make sure you don't put them on upside down, then check each other's kit like you've been shown. Steve's starting up the plane. We're going to jump. Excellent.
Well, be kind to old ladies and the Wiltons, and I'll be so good.
Shoot.
It's against the wrong door. I want that sofa against that doorway.
Why, for God's sake?
Because we're going out that door, and we don't want anybody to come in that door. Now you, stand up first. Or would you sooner? Now you two, nice and quietly, move that sofa against that doorway. Do it! Yes?
I know I'll get my hands on you, bastard!
Hey! You should be pipping your on, you shouldn't even be driving.
I should, you know. I've just passed my test again.
Have you?
Hey, I passed.
Oh, good.
Don't move! Don't you move! All right, Elizabeth?
Well, will somebody call the police? It's been a bit of trouble. And an ambulance.
Yes!
Shoots on the table. Anyone taking out full membership right now gets a discount and a free magazine.
Right, yeah.
How'd you feel?
Oh, about 10 feet tall.
Oh, I tell you, I'm doing that again. That was amazing. Wasn't it incredible the way the plane just disappeared?
Oh, yeah, but did you get a bump, though, when it opened?
No, it was just like sort of sitting up.
That's because you had a very nice position. I noticed.
I had a very nice position.
Oh, you were fantastic. It was fantastic.
Wasn't it amazing the way the ground just appeared at the end?
The conquering heroes.
So was it good?
Well, not special. Cheers, mate. Ready for this?
Me and all.
Were you scared?
Oh, at the beginning, I tell you, I was dead scared.
Yeah, well, you had me fooled, otherwise I wouldn't have gone up.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Well, I tell you, they've had some funny doings in that house, but this...
Well, if it was going to be anybody, you've got to put money on the McDonald's, haven't
Well, you can't just say that. It weren't a family row.
But does anybody know what it was all about?
Of course we do. It's him. He's a violent man, him.
Well, he weren't the fellow with a gun.
Well, how do we know? Look, ask Emily if she wants a cup of tea.
Well, they would have brought him out in cuffs, wouldn't they? No, it's the guy in the back of the ambulance. He's your man. Well, if they put two bobbies in back with you, it speaks for itself, doesn't it?
She knows some funny people, her and that son of hers.
Hey, Andy's all right.
Not him, the other one.
Sure you'd sooner not go home now?
No. Emily, Vera wondered if you'd like to have a cup of tea as well.
Hot, sweet tea. Tell her it's kind, but I'm all right.
You're getting a bit of colour back anyway.
Go on, ask somebody.
Oh, God, you!
Go on!
Well, I don't know.
Somebody said there's been some trouble at the McDonald's.
Trouble?
Some shooting?
Yes, there has been some shooting, love. Some character, we don't know who it is.
Was anybody...
Said there was an ambulance.
Yes, love, they took the fella away in the ambulance.
Anybody else?
Oh, no. The Macs were okay. They went off with the police.
What about Liz?
Liz is fine, love.
She was there.
And the thing was, when it happened, I went to the factory and people were crowding about the way they do. She just said to somebody, I was going past, she said, "That's the wife." You'll never know how many times I've heard her say it. There's nobody dead, anyway. Nobody dead. But I keep hearing Hilda Ogden. That's the wife.
Aye, any time you like. We'll not be going anywhere else for sure.
Well, we will want you to amplify your statements, especially you, Mrs. MacDonald.
I've said everything I know.
It is important that you're available. I'd not be stretching anything too far by finding grounds to hold you.
I'll be available.
Have you got somewhere to go?
Oh, I have a home to go to. It needs clearing up, so it does.
It might be better if you could stay with a friend or a relative, or even go to a hotel.
What are you reckon? I'm terribly sorry. It's my roof and I'm sleeping under.
Is that both of you?
I've got nowhere. Well, I have, but...
Yeah. Yeah, you stay with me. You'll be all right.
Right, we'll see if we can find somebody going your way.
Cheers, mate.
Is it all right if we stick together?
Yeah, like I said.
You could come round to mine.
No, I have too much work to do at home.
I don't want to be on my own. I want to be where you are. And thank you for what you did.
Behave yourself. You were the one who nearly killed him. Don't thank me.
You went for him.
Well, I was just thinking of Andrew.
And it went bang, and I mean bang. All the windows jumped. I thought it was gas or something.
Yeah,
good job there's people here deserve a drink. Sorry, love.
Oh, there you are, love. Can you come round here?
Well, aren't you going to ask us?
Well, I am asking. Come round.
Oh, she means, you know, ask us, what was it like falling out the skies?
Oh, there's been all sorts falling out the sky round here. Oh, leave it.
Well, you missed all the excitement, you two.
Right, that's the last of that.
Hey, I suppose that wiring up there's all right, is it?
Certainly needs redoing.
Yeah, I think that job to somebody else, but otherwise...
Otherwise, all things considered,
Hello, everyone.
not so bad.
Oh, Jim, the police said it was all right to...
And I wanted it just the way it was, Rita, in the Nimmock. I'm joking.
Oh...
Thank you all very much. You're good people, so you are. And you certainly don't deserve stuff like this in the street. I'm sorry.
I'll put the kettle on.
Yeah, why not? Let's all be British and have a cup of tea. Dead on.
Well, at least your teapot survived.
All right. All right, son.
I thought they were keeping you in for observation.
Well, they said, yeah, but they was out on the x-rays. And I told them I didn't really feel up to staying in hospital. Too much of the flu.
Yeah. So they're about then have a man to go down there.
What for?
And tell them.
Tell them.
Sally, next door, we're young toddlers. There's people with babies round here. We've got one upstairs, haven't we? And there's no telling where that kind of business ends up.
Vera, you can't go down there giving them all that.
Oh, somebody ought to. Decent people don't need it. We're decent people round here.
Leave it, Vera.
Well, should be banned. Banned altogether, guns.
Yes, well, they are sort of shotguns, but you don't exactly stand in the queue waiting for a flaming licence, do they, that fraternity?
And who is it that's bringing that kind of fraternity round here?
If you mention anything like that to Andy and I'll have you.
It's not Andy I'm thinking of. It's
Hey, listen, Kia. Thanks very much. You've been dead on, all right? Don't forget to tell your daddy I'm going to need a wee mix him up tomorrow.
You're an Iron Man, Jim. I'll mention it.
All right.
See you now.
See you.
Right, well, before all that, I would take myself to bed with a toddy. Make another one now.
I'll do that for you.
Thanks.
Yeah, right a bed, Andrew. You look terrible, so you do.
One day, Mum, you could tell me what all this was about, so as I can understand it. Night, mate.
Yeah. Night, Andrew. You gonna stay?
Yeah.
Right, well, I suppose you'd better... I suppose you'd better have my room. I'll bunk up with Anne here, sleep down here. Not that I'll be doing much sleeping. As a matter of fact, I might just get a piece of paper and write it all down.
Write down that you saved my life.
No, actually, I was going to write down that you nearly had my wee lad's head blown off today.
Yeah. Well, maybe it would have been better if you'd got me.
Don't be stupid. Of course, there was a time when I was the violent one, wasn't there? And you crucified me for it. So I'll tell you what, Elizabeth. You go on ahead and crucify yourself this time. I don't feel the need.
There's Andy's toddy.
Thanks, I'll take it up to him.
Who was he?
Well, I suppose you could say he was a friend of a friend who thought that Liz had grassed him up.
Was he trying?
Mm-hmm. Yes, he was. And I think if she'd been here on her own, then I think she'd be dead. Three of us made things a little complicated, you know, so I guess we were lucky. She's only got herself to blame. Nobody else. Thanks.